Imagine it's Christmas night. You're tucked into bed, the smell of pine in the air. Suddenly, your world is on fire. You escape, but 5 of your children are still inside. You watch your home burn to the ground in 45 minutes. But when the sun rises and you sift through the ash, you find nothing. No remains, no bones, not even a single tooth. For George and Jennie Sodder, this wasn't a nightmare. It was the beginning of a 40-year search for children who may have never died in that fire at all. The night of December 24th, 1945, in Fayetteville, West Virginia, began with a series of chilling omens. Around midnight, a mysterious phone call woke Jennie Sodder, a woman's voice laughing over the sound of clinking glasses. Then a heavy thud on the roof. By 1 a.m., the house was an inferno. George Sodder, a hard-working father, did everything a man could do to save his babies. He broke a window, slicing his arm open, trying to reach the upstairs bedrooms. But the heat was a wall of fire. He ran for his ladder, but the ladder, always kept in the same spot, was gone. He tried to start his heavy trucks to drive them against the house and climb up, but both engines, which worked perfectly the day before, were dead. Even the phone lines were cut. It was as if someone or something had orchestrated a trap to ensure George could only stand in the snow and watch his world burn. When the fire died down, the horror truly began. The fire department, late and ill-equipped, told the Sodders their children had been cremated. But Jennie couldn't accept that. She was a mother who knew that a 45-minute house fire isn't hot enough to incinerate human bones. She even went as far as burning animal bones in a furnace to prove it. Her children weren't dead. They were taken. The investigation revealed a darker side of Fayetteville. George was a vocal critic of Mussolini, and just weeks before, a local man had threatened him, saying his house would go up in smoke and his children would be destroyed for his foul remarks about the dictator. The fire wasn't an accident. It was a message. For the next 20 years, the Sodder family lived in a state of suspended grief. They planted a garden where the house once stood and erected a massive billboard on the highway with the faces of the 5 missing children, offering a reward for any shred of truth. Cited Fayetteville, a woman at a hotel in South Carolina, claimed to have seen them with 2 men. A girl at a diner recognized their faces. But the biggest shock came in 1963. A letter arrived with a photograph of a young man who looked exactly like a grown-up Louis Sodder. On the back, a cryptic message. Louis Sodder, I love Brother Frankie. He little boys. The Sodders hired a private detective to find the sender in Kentucky, but that detective went to Kentucky and was never heard from again. He simply vanished, just like the children. George passed away in 1969, and Jennie followed in 1989, having worn black as a sign of mourning for the rest of her life. They died without ever knowing if their children were buried beneath the soil of West Virginia or living a secret life 1,000 miles away. Today, the billboard is gone and the garden is overgrown, but the mystery remains the darkest Christmas story in American history. The ashes didn't hold the truth. They only held the silence of 5 children who walked into the smoke and never came out.